Good afternoon, everybody. This is Al Workman from RIMA and the Product Management View series. We're starting a little bit early today, and we'll make this a little bit longer just in hopes to give people a chance to sign on. I'd like to welcome everybody out, and I've been talking with Louis Columbus now, and I'm very excited about it. He's very informative, and I think you guys are going to have a good time with today's webinar series. Louis is a member of the CINCOM team, and Louis, can you say just a few words about what that is?
Right, okay, and thanks for having me on today. I appreciate it. CINCOM Systems is a provider of ERP systems and front office automation systems, and I came there from AMR Research, and I've been at CINCOM now for 4.5 years, and I focus on everything from product management, product development, to competitive analysis. And so the points that I'll make in this presentation will be primarily out of the enterprise software world, but also from the computer peripherals and hardware world as well. Okay.
Well, I'd like to brag about you a little bit, and then I'll turn the time over to you. Louis has published 15 different books on a variety of different technology areas, published a lot of newspaper articles, and has done a lot of community work as well. He's currently a lecturer at the graduate level for the International Business and Marketing courses at La Jolla Marymount University, contributing over the last 7 years. Is that correct?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then he teaches at the University of California, Irvine, Cal State University, Fullerton, and I have that you're focusing mainly on global economic theory, balanced trade, international marketing strategies, global product introductions, and international expansion strategies. That's a lot of big words. Are any of those things relevant to the kind of competitive analysis you're talking about today?
Well, yeah, absolutely. You know, I really loved it. That's obvious from the biography you read there. I think that what my attitude is when teaching is try to equip my graduate students with the necessary skills and frameworks that they can go out and compete in to get new jobs and to further their careers, and also to get insights into the markets they're competing in. So what all those, big words, those 25-cent words really mean is when you really boil it down is how do you compete more effectively in the market, define a market position, and then look at who's winning and why. And right now I'm teaching an international business course, and one of my students is, for example, general manager of a manufacturing department in a healthcare manufacturing company. I wrote a blog entry on Perfect Customer Experience Management blog over the weekend about a visit I had to his factory, and it's quite fascinating. But it's really in the translation of the theoretical to the practical that really matters, and I think the most enriching part about teaching is that when your students come back to you and they've either won a promotion or they have furthered their careers or somehow their lives have gotten better because of what you taught them and that you helped them along the way, it's very, very fulfilling to see that.
Okay. Hey, I want to get just a few logistics things out of the way, and then I'm going to turn the time over to you, Louis. I'd like to welcome everybody here today again, and for those of you who are using Twitter, RIMA is beginning to try to get the PMView community exercising Twitter and adding another dimension of richness to these webinar series. And so if you are on Twitter, feel free to use the hashtag PMV to follow the trend and contribute to both thought, resources, and ask questions throughout this meeting. I'll be monitoring that thread as Louis is going forward. At the end, and actually throughout the presentation, send questions through the webinar series, and then also in Twitter. We'll be collecting and pulling them together so that we can answer those at the end. And at that, I'm going to turn the time over to Louis, and after his presentation, we'll have question and answers. Okay, Louis.
Good. Well, thank you very much. All right, so to begin with, when we start looking at competitive analysis, there are two prevailing views of competitive analysis and competitive intelligence. On the one hand, it's total intensity and just a total laser-like focus, like you can see the soccer player over on the left, and that intensity to win is pretty strong. You can see it in his face and his eyes. And then you've got the other side where it's very, very analytical, and it's almost to the point of being robotic. And the point is that